All right. Everybody always makes videos about how to get to a 50% close rate, 60% close rate, hell, 80% close rate, right? Sure, I understand, and I'll make videos like that. But today, I thought since no one's making videos for beginners in sales, I would come in and tell you how you can get to a 20% close rate tomorrow. Because the reality of it is, when you start off in sales, you're gonna be asked. You're gonna have to learn a lot of tough lessons and get told no more times than you can fucking count. So you really just have to get to a position where you're profitable doing a fuck ton, right? So let's just say you talk to 100 people a day, you get 10 of them on meetings, you have to close at least 1 or 2 to be profitable for it to make sense, right? So my goal is gonna be to get you guys to a 20% close rate as soon as possible, because that is a number we can kind of work with. 20% close rate varies depending on industry, depending on whatever you're doing. If you're selling, a real service, or a 23-year-old, Dubai kid who just, started up a course and you're selling his thing to children, right? Either way, 20% close rate, generally speaking, it's a decent place to be at in any industry. So let's hop into the video. I'm gonna give you 3 actual steps to just get to a 3% close rate pretty much in the next 5 minutes. Number 1, closer framework. I forget closer framework. Closer framework. C, clarify. Clarify why the fuck they're here. Why are they here? Where's their business at, right? And then L, label the issue. What the fuck is wrong with their business? Can you not scale? Are they doing this? Like, what's the overarching issue? What's the overarching problem? And then we're gonna reverse engineer, right? What have they done in the past? Which is the next thing. O. O is kind of like overview the past, right? Overview. And I forgot L, which is label. So they've had this issue. How long have they had it? What have they tried in the past? Like, why did they not see success, right? We're gonna really delve into that, try to dig up as much pain as possible, right? So that then they're really, what you want in sales is you want a roller coaster, right? You want them to be thinking about how shitty it is they can't even afford a fucking good meal and a good dinner with their wife. You want them at the very top where they're thinking about going on cruises to Bahamas and fucking 2 strippers with caviar on their tits, right? And that's where this comes in. This is S, sell. Sell it. This is everything they want. This is everything they fucking want in their entire life. This is the vacation that they can take, right? This is their business being automated. This is them making 50, 60, $1 million a month, whatever it is, right? Your solution is to this. Now, a big thing beginners mess up is they are a product specialist and they spend 20 minutes on a fucking Miro board that no one cares about, right? Take 5 minutes, attach it to them, right? This is problem 1, problem 2, problem 3, or this is how we're gonna solve it, right? Go right into that, attach it to them. I know this, like, for example, I know, Jack, that you're dealing with not having consistent leads because you only are using word of mouth. So the way we're gonna solve that is we're gonna go on Facebook ads, we're gonna run ads for you. So now we already solved quantity. And then we're gonna solve quality like this. And then once you have consistent quality leads, the third thing we're gonna do is we're gonna help you hire your team so you can have a fully automated business that's doing twice the revenue you're doing right now and investing half of the time into it. That's sell. And now E, explain away their concerns, right? This is where most people get really messed up, is a lot of people just kind of are thinking, they're like, all right, this is where the real sales starts. We're gonna get into the objection handle. I need to think about it. I need to think about things too, right? I love Alex when I was a crazy business guru, but this is where people get really messed up, is like, you're not necessarily going right into the objections. It's more so questions, right? Assume the close. You want to just be asking them, okay, is there any questions about this? Do you understand how this works? Do you think that, do you understand how this would help you? Get right into that. And then if you have any concerns. And then the final thing is just reinforce. This, in my opinion, is the most important part, right? And the reason I'll say this is because, of course, close, right? For the This is the most important part, and this is why it's called a closer framework, not close framework. Because when you get the close, you don't want the prospect to feel like they've been sold something because they ran into a corner and you cornered them into a wall and they have no logistical or emotional objection, that they just had to do it. You sold them because why? Then 1 week into the process, you have a client who on the first day, they spent $20, you got them a ton of leads, but they were still fucking pressed, and they're thinking, oh, I didn't want this to go out, like, can I get a refund in day one, right? You want to reinforce their decision, really set expectations so that you can have a client for life. So the second biggest thing that everybody messes up in sales when they first start is they sit there, they read off a fucking script like an idiot, right? They're sitting here, oh, so this is actually a interview, and in this interview, what we're gonna conduct, right? No one likes interviews, no one likes interrogations. So when you're asking your questions, be genuine, right? This is the most important part. You want to actually just have a convo, right? Conversation. Don't overthink it. Don't think about every little thing you're gonna say. Don't read off a script. Memorize a framework such as closer. You're just having a genuine conversation with this person. You don't want to be acting all scripted, saying like, oh, if this were to actually be the case, like, can I just make sure that I don't get any, can I make sure that at the end of this call, I will have no, I need to think about it because I suck at sales, right? Just have a genuine conversation. Just ask them like, hey man, like, build some connection, build some rapport, right? Rapport, misspelled because I don't even know how to spell. I just know what fucking rapport is, right? Just build this conversation that genuinely helps the prospect out, guys. Everybody can tell if you're being genuine or you're just sitting there waiting for the sale to get your commission from your shitty owner, right? You want to be genuine. You want to have 1, belief in the product, right? 2, a drive to help. And 3, you want to have fun with it. And if you do all these 3 things and don't follow a script and follow a framework, you will have a real conversation. You won't have guys leaving the call or not having their cameras on, right? You'll just have a real good conversation. And the more good conversations you can have, it means the more pitches you can give. And by God, if you give 10 or 20 pitches, you can close 1 of them. And now, so we're at stage 3. So you're following a good framework. You understand the sales call. You understand your positioning on it. You understand, like, you just have to have a conversation, right? Build rapport, have fun with it. Now, with all of those 2 things, what's the next step? It's simply just reps and effort. Now, if Billy, there's Billy, ignore my stick figures, and there's Jeffrey. And Jeffrey's mad. Now Jeffrey, what does he do? Well, he watches short form content. He hates prospecting. He wants laydowns, which is just like in the sales terminology, laydown just means like a very easy sale that you get and they just fucking give you your money before you even hop on the call. He doesn't review his calls. No review. He doesn't review anything. He doesn't role play. And he's kind of just a victim. Now, honestly, this is where most people leave sales. This is where most people start feeling burnt out, so to speak, is because they just kind of let things happen to them. They don't take control. They don't put in the reps, whether it's in role play, whether it's in reviewing, whether it's in getting better. He just watches a couple fucking objection handles when they don't work because he's just reading off what someone else said and he doesn't know where he is on the call. He just gets super stressed. I'm talking about myself. I was once a Jeffrey, right? This is the good closer, right? What does he do? Well, he watches long form plus shorts, right? Consumes, but practices. He sets 3 to 6 months to work, 10 plus hours every day on sales. He prospects And overall, what makes it is that you're willing to take as many reps as possible, guys. You take 100 calls in a month, you're gonna get closes. If you review your calls, you're gonna get better. If you do the things that all the top sales guys do, where are you gonna find yourself? And so that's the biggest thing that really separates people, is some people take the reps, some people take what they know and get better, and some people don't. And this isn't some crazy outlandish formula that people have, right? It's just you get a good framework, you have a good combo, and you do that a fuck ton and you get closes. And so that's really the video, guys. That's really the video, guys. If you'd like help getting to that 20% close rate, 10K per month in closes, or building your own business, if you want any of these things, if you want to make money and you want to know how to do this, I have a free course. There's no bullshit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not some fucking saint, right? I'm gonna get money from the Go High Level affiliate. I'm gonna get referral money from you guys, but that's using the software, the only software you need to run your agency. I'll teach you guys step by step how to get better at sales, how to get better at marketing. It's gonna be 2-on-1, and again, all of it's free. And if you wanna join, we're actually doing a competition, and the winner, the person who scales the most out of our only 100 people that we are accepting, will get $5,000 and a $15,000 Rolex Perpetual watch. Boom, put that shit up. Wait, I don't have the picture. Send me a picture or something. Boom, that picture's right there. So that's the video, guys. Like, subscribe, do all the things you guys need to do. I'm out.